Okay, so today's the last day of the deep dive. And again, it's not super deep dive. We're just splashing around the shallow end, getting used to the idea of going a bit deeper and maybe picking at the wonky parts of our foundation. But again, if we don't go down there and check it out, we'll never know why we're wobbly and we can't fix it. So as scary as it can be sometimes to go down and find out that your house is built on a wonky foundation, much better to go down and fix it than to have it collapse around you without you really expecting it. Or you kind of do. We all know, don't we? Let's admit it. We kind of, even if we're just repressing, we do know when things start exploding around us. Like, oh yeah, I saw that coming. I wish it didn't. And some things really do come out of left field, but even the stuff out of left field, when you cannot react at all, you realize it's because you've been ignoring something else. So yeah, this is why I believe journaling is so powerful, because you can really start getting used to dealing with your inner world and talking about it with yourself and figuring out what you need and what you want and how you're going to make this better for yourself. And when it's better for you, it's better for everybody around you and even the planet. Like I said, I really believe that happier people buy less shit, which means less plastic. Or even just feel less stupid showing up with your own cup at Starbucks. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if everyone did that. We all showed up with our own cups to our coffee shop. Or you can tell me you didn't go to Starbucks too, you know, whatever. But anyway, today we have to start talking about when. And that means, when are you going to make time for you? That you need to start doing this. I don't care if you don't want to do it with the Creative Mermaids, but I do want to see you making regular time for you to, again, do regular check-ins. You know, a lot of people talk about, like, you know, the beginning of the year, January 1st, how they're going to change the whole world. They have all these resolutions, and then they never make it past 2 or 3 weeks into January. February, the gym is empty. And basically, I think part of the reason is that they're not checking in. They're not looking at what their expectations are. They're not looking at why they want to do things. They're not looking at their who's in their lives, who's going to help them, who's going to prevent them, and how do they stop that. And so I think regular check-ins are very, very important. And this is something that I want you to think about. When will I begin doing this? And also, when do I set up my regular check-ins? When do I need to actually ask myself, is this going the way I want? How do I stop this if it's not going the way I want? And I think these are really important questions to be asking yourselves. And so that's one thing I would ask you to do today. Pick something, pick a goal, pick something you want to work on in your life, and start asking yourself, when am I going to pencil this in? When am I going to force myself to actually work on this project, this goal, or this aspect of me, or all three? But that's, you know, little steps, guys. You know, you can't run before you can walk, and you need to crawl first. So stop being so harsh on yourself as well. Remember that. Be kind to yourself. Be honest, but be kind. And I think this is the problem. We have so many black and white issues with ourselves. It's either right or it's wrong, and there's a whole lot of gray muckiness in between, especially when it comes to the inner person. You know, what you think and what you say are often two different things. And not that that's a terribly bad thing, but it's something to work with and find out why. Why is there a disconnect? So yeah, that's what I want you to think about today, guys. When and what and where the whole 9 yards.